Alright, here we go then. Let's have a look at XRP. So I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice. And I'm sorry to tell everybody, you know, I've been saying it for a few days now, maybe even over a week, that we are going to be breaking down beneath the 20 cent mark. I get a lot of hate for making XRP videos, and you know, I'm really looking forward to the market turning around so I can make some nice videos about where it's going to go, you know, to the uptrend. And in all fairness, you know, it's not me that's sort of I'm not a perma bear or anything like that. You have to be bearish in a bearish market if you want to make money. And to be honest with you, if you love Ripple, then or XRP, as I keep being corrected with, you know, then you can make money out of it on its way down. You can even accumulate it, which is something that I do with other coins. I don't do it necessarily with the XRP. I mean, I have done it. Get yourself on Bybit. You know, there's a link on my video. Put yourself a little bit of XRP in there and just short the market. This is a coin that's going to make you going to accumulate some nice XRP if you short it at the correct places. You know, if you love the coin, you just want to accumulate it, then just short it on Bybit. I mean, you're just going to make more XRP for the long run. And it's a good opportunity. If you want to make some money for the long run, if you're a hodler or if you're an XRP believer, then why not get yourself some more XRP and short it using XRP, accumulate that coin. The good thing about bearish moves is that they happen a lot faster than bullish moves, alright? So you can make a lot faster when the market comes down. I mean, yeah, we've seen big moves up. I mean, they were great moves, but you know, when a market is coming down, I find it a lot easier to predict when there's going to be a big fall, and you can make an enormous amount in a really small amount of time. I mean, sometimes you could, you know, if you were being careful, you could maybe even double your holdings, you know, in maybe within as little as a couple of minutes, really, if you were to catch a big move like this one. And there will be another big move like this one. This is what I'm saying. So anyway, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. It's just something I do in bearish markets. And like I say, don't have a go at me for being bearish on a coin with a bearish chart. You know, take it as an opportunity. If you want to make more money, then use the bearish market to your advantage. You know, it's a good thing, and you're only going to win in the long run if you're a believer in the project. So, anyway, no coin can escape a bearish market, and the market is currently bearish. You don't need me to tell you that. We can see that. You know, this is a daily chart going all the way back to you know, just as far back as we can look. It's just bearish. I mean, there's no arguing with that. Okay, so because we're bearish, let's make some money. All right. So, the good news is currently we're trending above the 10 simple, and the 7-day close is kind of holding us up for the very moment, just for this moment. The likelihood is that we're going to be falling down any minute now, and the reason for that is that Bitcoin cannot take it just can't take the weight. The Bitcoin is looking bearish too. You know, Bitcoin's consolidating massively, and you could almost argue that it's gone into a bearish phase now, with no one really has any idea of where it's going to bottom out. I do believe that it's going to bottom out around about this level here, which is turn the itchy cloud on. Oh, I'm on XRP. Oh dear. Sorry about that. Okay, let's start that one again. So we go to the weekly on Bitcoin. My idea is that it's going to break this area here, come down to test this level, and we'll have a significant bounce, and maybe even trigger a reversal at this level here, which is 6,600. So a lot of people think it's going to go lower than that. I think that's probably the lowest we'll find ourselves. But whether, you know, however that works out, it's going to bring the altcoins down with it. So where it is now to where it's likely to fall in the long run is probably about, we'll just measure it out to be precise, you know, is going to be, current value is here all the way down to here. That's a 17.5% decrease in its value. So not that this actually would work, because they both work completely differently, but from here to here, 17.5%. Or was it 16.5%? That brings us down to 20 cents. Okay, so that's that 20 cent target hit. But I do think that alts are going to get hit a lot worse than that, because the dominance is still high. The dominance is going to continue to be high for the foreseeable future, really. So I do think that XRP will get hit harder, and the lowest I would expect to see an XRP would be around about 16 cents before it gets bought up quite heavily. I don't have a chart as predictable as Bitcoin with XRP. When we're looking at this chart, all we see is enormous bearishness. Oh, it's so bad. I mean, it's so bad. On the weekly, we had this cross here, which signified a huge sell-off on a very long-term basis. So it would suggest that this move has still got plenty of move to go, and over the coming weeks into November, we're going to be underneath the red cloud also, which is and we've got a complete bearish spread of the moving averages there. We go to the daily. What do we see? We see a similar cross here on the daily beneath the red cloud. That from that area, the price action would suggest about a 30% or more retracement, bringing us into the teens. I think that's where I got my 16 cent target from that area there. So because we have this cross here, this is an indicator of a trend continuation. It doesn't mean that, you know, as soon as the cross happens, the fall will take place. It means that the fall is going to continue and continue until we see a reversal in these crosses, and until we break above this red cloud and get a cross preferably above the red cloud. You know, there's not going to be any continuation to the upside. It's just going to continue down. Just because these are a little bending round at the moment doesn't mean a thing, because you know, this is a buyback after a big significant drop. A lot of people cashing in on this, and obviously that's a great place to have bought it from. I mean, you can see what it did to the price. That's a big move from top to bottom. That's a really big move. Let's measure that one out. That, if you would have got on that one, that's 20% from bottom to top. So, you know, there are opportunities everywhere, but the next opportunity is going to be to the down. Certainly to the bottom of this Bollinger Band, bring us to around 21.8 cent. But over time, we're going to be going down below 20 cent and into the teens. And like I say, if you get yourself on Bybit or Bitmax or something like that, you can make yourself some more XRP for the long run. So, you know, I'm not a hater of XRP. I made about 360 pounds. £1,000, sorry. I was going to say, it doesn't sound very impressive. £360,000 I made on XRP just over the last couple of years. It is a coin that can make really significant gains in the long term. I do expect it to reach its all-time high eventually. So, you know, don't shoot me. All right, I'm just telling you what's likely to happen. And when you're looking at technical analysis, it's about working out what is the most likely situation in the short term. Perhaps maybe not the long term, but the short term is very easy to. It stares us in the face, you know. And the market is down, Bitcoin is down. That equals XRP being down. It's been an underperformer this year. It wants to come back down. So let's just cash in on the fact that it's coming down. All right. Fundamentally, you know, XRP does something else. All right, I agree with you there, but it's coming down. All right, so just face it. If you want to cash in on that, if you want to short the market, use Bybit. I've got a link for you at the bottom. If you want to sell your XRP, buy it back. Do that. If you're a hodler and you don't care, then I don't really know why you're watching the video, because, you know, we're looking to make money quickly here. But like I say, you know, don't shoot me. It's just a video. It's just technical analysis, and time will tell, and you will see that these things are. It's not just random patterns on a screen. They do work. They do work. If they didn't work, I wouldn't be making all this money. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. I hope you have a nice day, and obviously a weekend's coming around, so I hope you have a nice weekend too. Take it easy. Thanks for watching.